The Michigan Wolverines are out here recruiting the heck out of this 2024 cycle right now. And you should be fired up if you're a Wolverine fan. Not just because you're getting great players. Like, it's fun to scroll Twitter. It's fun to have notifications turned on for Hayes Fawcett and get the Hayes bomb that, hey, we just got another big-time baller headed to Ann Arbor. That's fun, and the hype around it is fun. But I don't know that we're all properly understanding, properly assessing how big a deal this is. Because for starters, the talent threshold at Michigan with this 2024 class and the way that Michigan's trending is just continuing to work its way up. And that's important. Michigan's always had talented players, but what's been their calling card? What have we known Michigan to be over the past couple of years? A great developmental program. Meaning, hey, we'll take whatever star you are, but you get to Michigan and we're going to make sure we get every ounce out of you in terms of your talent and what you're capable of being. It's one of the big pitches for Michigan. And you look at how they've recruited the last 4 years, it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Heck, they got 2 top 10 classes baked into there. But they also have a number 14 class, have a number 18 class. Again, according to the On3 team consensus recruiting rankings, which takes an average of all the services and puts it together, they've recruited at a number 13 level class over the last 4 years. Not bad. Not bad at all. But when you look at what Michigan's been able to do in the last couple of years with these classes, 2 Big Ten titles, beat Ohio State twice, 2 college football playoff berths, to recruit at an average of a number 13 ranked class outside of the top 10 and finish in the top 4 the last 2 years. Like, I'm telling you, this is dangerous now that Michigan is starting to have some extra firepower. Right now, at the time of us recording this, they have a number 5 class in the 2024 On3 consensus team recruiting rankings. That's dangerous now for everybody else. I'll tell you why in just a second. Michigan faithful, lock it in right here. Okay, we talk college football here every single day. My main man, Josh Newberg, national recruiting analyst for us here at On3, has the inside scoop, exclusively a college football recruiting show right here on this channel. So go check that out. All right, make sure you're subscribed here. Hit the bell. We go live twice a week, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. Bottom line, we want you a part of this community. So hitting the subscribe button helps us a lot. Also follow me on Twitter. Follow me on the gram at JDPakel. Okay, now with that plug out of the way, back to what I was saying. Michigan has always been a developmental program, and they've always gotten a really solid product. The last couple of years, they've had an elite product. So now you're telling me you can make a really good meal with some good ingredients. You can make me a nice burger with some name brand ingredients. You go and get that, what do you say, some Walmart brand ground beef, if Walmart even has a brand of ground beef. You get Walmart grade ground beef. Make a good burger. Awesome. Well, what if I was to give you some premium sirloin, top of the line kind of ground beef? Now what kind of burger are we making? You already showed me you're a great chef. You already told me you know what to do with those ingredients. Now you get superior ingredients, combine it with the developmental system they have at Michigan, and I think we're really starting to cook right now. That's why I think it's kind of dangerous for the rest of the country, and that's why I think Michigan and the way they're recruiting right now on the 2024 trail is really, really exciting for the good folks in Ann Arbor. To be clear, the 2024 cycle is still in its infancy. Like, if it were a human being, it still would be crawling. It's like a baby right now. So when we get to February, we'll have much more data, many more commitments, and we'll have a better gauge for this. But I'm just telling you, if they're able to continue to recruit at the level they are right now, that's when the snowball effect kind of kicks in for the Michigan Wolverines as a program. Because right now, they're on this run, like we just talked about, 2 college football playoff appearances. And sometimes what happens is teams go on a run like this, and then the key players, your J.J. McCarthy's, your Blake Corums, your Donovan Edwards, they go to the NFL, right? Like, that's just the beautiful thing about college. It's a short period of time. Reload. And then the new players get in, and they're not quite up to par. You recruited kind of at the same level the entire time. You just got to get a couple all-stars in your recruiting classes, and that's why you're able to be successful. Well, Michigan is upping the ante in terms of how they're recruiting. And now with that higher talent threshold we talked about, now they have a chance to kind of get the snowball effect going. Now when you win how Michigan's been winning and you recruit how Michigan's been recruiting, what happens? talent wins, talent wins, talent wins. And they just kind of start to roll. And then as you win more games, you attract more talent. You develop that talent and prove you can get them to the NFL. Like, I'm telling you, I'm talking fast because I'm excited. I'm talking fast to illustrate how fast this snowball starts to roll. That's what Michigan can be right now. You say, well, why is that happening? Michigan won the Big Ten last year, didn't recruit that well. They recruited at a number 18 class in the country in 2023. Beat Ohio State last year. Why are we just now seeing this happen? I think there's two key reasons. The first is I believe that people are just more assured of who Michigan is. Do it once, great. Do it twice, okay. That's looking like that's who you are. That might be your identity now at Michigan. Now I know you're not just going to beat Ohio State one time, and when I get there, we're going to have to start all over. That's not the case anymore. Same thing what I was going to say about Jim Harbaugh. You feel more assured about Jim Harbaugh because he was sort of flirting with the NFL a season ago, and some people believe maybe that scared off his recruits. I am some people in the scenario. Same thing happened this past year, though. Name gets thrown in the circles with NFL coaches, and is he going to get hired away for an NFL job? Does he eventually leave for the NFL? Who knows? But the feeling right now that I get based on what they're doing on the recruiting trail and based on what he has made public, Jim Harbaugh isn't looking to leave. And people feel good about that right now. So again, I'm not here to talk about Jim Harbaugh's future. I'm just saying it appears to be evident that the security around whoever I commit to as my head coach at Michigan is still going to be there. Jim Harbaugh's still going to be there. That's the feeling I think that recruits are having right now, which is a great thing for Michigan. It's a great thing for those recruits. So now here's the thing. Like I just said, top 5 class right now, extremely early in the 2024 cycle. So you're saying, JD, that's great that we're top 5 right now. This could all change. Yes, I'll say this. It will change. I feel relatively confident in saying that Michigan will probably fluctuate, I don't know how many spots, before the first signing period. But the reason why I think they're still going to finish strong and why they're in good position to finish strong is they have the quarterback. They got Jaden Davis. Y'all that follow college football recruiting know. When you land the quarterback, what does that mean? It means you just plugged a pair of batteries into your recruiting class. Now you got some power. Now you got something to sell. Now you can turn on the spotlight and say, you want to come play at Michigan? You want to come play with someone who's going to be able to get you the football if you're a receiver? Someone who's going to get rid of the football if you're an offensive lineman, someone who's going to be able to score points if you want to play defense for us. Like, we have a centerpiece now for what we're going to be in this 2024 cycle. So him committing early, that's huge for Michigan. That is very big for Michigan, and that's a reason why I feel pretty good about this class, not only sticking for the most part, barring something wildly unforeseen, but also being able to continue to gain steam as they get closer and closer and further into the summer and when big commitments hit, and obviously all the way up until December for what we used to call the early signing period, but right now is just the real signing day. So again, at the time of this being recorded, Michigan crushing it on the recruiting trail. There will likely be fluctuation, as there is with any recruiting class, when it comes to where they sit in the team rankings for the On3 Consensus Team recruiting rankings. But lock it in right here, man. Michigan is on a roll, and it's a good thing, needless to say, for the future of where Michigan is headed. The snowball effect is on and popping in Ann Arbor. Make sure you're subscribed right here. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on the gram at JD Piquel. Listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you go and check out the Inside Scoop by Josh Newberg, national recruiting analyst for us here at On3, the best in the game. We're going to keep this party rolling, and we will see y'all next time. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.